And he goes into the synagogue again, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. Luke, being the doctor, mentions it's the right hand. Is there any significance in that?
Quite possibly, because the right hand is the clean hand, as opposed to the left hand being the unclean hand. You've also got the right hand of God, so it's the power and the authority. So maybe there is something about the power and authority which is being spoken that links into the right hand as well.
So that's setting up the scene. Wonderfully concise writing here. Mark says, and they watched him, whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. And was this man with the withered hand a plant?
Yeah, was he? That term, and they watched him, as it's translated in the King James, is quite emotive because it carries sort of negative connotations with it. And it means that they were watching him out the corner of their eye, or they were spying on him. Quite feasibly, this is a bit of a stitch-up job. And also, this is now the third time in our reading that Jesus is doing something on the Sabbath.
It is the third Sabbath controversy.
Yeah, that's right. Mark 1:23, we've got that unclean spirit in the synagogue, and then in Mark 2:23, we've got the grain of fields on the Sabbath. Now in Mark 3:1, we've also got the man with this withered hand in the synagogue. Again, you're looking at a triad, you have a trinity, and you have the right hand, and you have power, and you have authority. So there's all these lovely little weaves going on in the background, which you can discern some of the colour of, I think.
And in oral tradition, of course, 3 is a very important thing. If you hear something 3 times or repeated a theme, then it's important.
Yep.
So, do you think he was a plant?
It's not beyond the bounds of possibility that he was, and it wouldn't surprise me. What suggests to me that he could have been is the fact that they watched him. It's the way that that word is used. They watched him, meaning that they were spying on him. And if he wasn't a plant, they knew he would be there, and therefore it would have given the Pharisees the opportunity to critique Jesus for doing something because they knew this dude was there. So even if he wasn't planted specifically by them, they knew that he was there, and they had their beady little eyes on Jesus as to what he was looking to try and do or what he might do.
We know from reading chapter 2 that Jesus, he's not going to accept necessarily Pharisaic authority.
No.
And what happens next is it's like a novel now, because Jesus saith unto the man with the withered hand, stand forth. Just 2 words. I don't think he would have shouted it or barked it. It was very softly spoken, I can imagine. But you could read it as an imperative. Stand forth. In the military, we'd be up, yes sir, how high? And then he saith unto them, at the same time, he was looking towards the Pharisees, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil to save life, or to kill? But of course they held their peace.